रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम जय सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम जय सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम, सीताराम जय सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण शत्रुघ्न हनुमान जी की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद श्रील गुरुदेव की जय. Today is the auspicious day of Guru Purnima. So we first offer our respectful obeisances to our eternal preeminent Siksha Guru, His Divine Grace, Ave Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And today is also the Tirubhav Tithi of Sri Sanatana Goswami. So Sanatana Goswami is our Sambandha Acharya, right? So we all want to establish our relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead first. For that, we seek the blessings of Shripad Sanatana Goswami, whose Tirubhav Tithi it is today. And also today is Vyasa Purnima. Vyasa is non-different, right? Vyasadeva was written to Srimad Bhagavatam, who wrote the Mahabharat, right? Of which a part of it is Bhagavad Gita. Is a literary incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, and it is his appearance day today. Right? So this very wonderful verse comes in Vishnu Sahasranamam. Vyasam vasishta naptaram shakte pautram kalmasham parasharatmajam vande shukatatam tapo nidhim vyasaya vishnu rupaya vyasa rupaya vishnave namo vai brahmanideye vasishthaya namo namaha. Right? So we are glorifying Vyasadeva. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya. So Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya means Vyasadeva is the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. He is a Vishnu Rupa. Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave. Namo Vai Brahmanideye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. I pay my respectful obeisances to Vyasadeva. And then, what is that? Sanatana Goswami, right? Why is he glorified, or why is his Tirubhav Tithi glorified? Because he is the Acharya of all the Acharyas, right? We are called Rupa Anugas, right? Namo, what is that verse? In the Pranam Mantra, we say we are all Rupa Anugas, right? We are followers of Rupa Goswami. But then, Rupa Goswami, he accepted Sanatana Goswami as his Siksha Guru. So Sanatana Goswami is coming in the lineage of Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Guru Parampara, is coming in the lineage of the Acharyas of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Guru Parampara. So in that way, he is also our Guru. Right? So all of our Acharyas are our Gurus, but we should not imitate them, but rather we should follow their instructions. So in this way, on the auspicious occasion of Tirubhav Tithi of Shripad Sanatana Goswami and the auspicious appearance day of Shripad Vyasadev, we pray that all of our devotional service that we render may be pleasing to Guru and Gauranga. Hare Krishna. So let's start with the prayers. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तडाले कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरं हरिः ओं तत्सत् Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Anat Pranam. We thank all the devotees for joining in for our today's Ramayana study session. My sincere gratitude for joining in for the revised timings, for adjusting your schedules so that we can continue with the study of Ramayana. So we hope and pray that we complete Ramayana by mid-August, and then we will start with Chaitanya Charitamrita for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. So that's a plan. So quickly, let's move ahead. We are on Kishkinta Kand, wherein Rama and Lakshmana are coming into Kishkinta. They are meeting with Sugriva, right? And how do they meet with Sugriva? First, they meet Hanumanji, who's coming in the form of a Brahmana. And what does Hanuman say? I am the servant of Sugriva. We were discussing how Hanumanji, to entire his life, he was actually repenting. How could I ever call myself as any person other than the servant of Lord Ram, right? So that was the only time when he introduced himself as a servant of Sugriva to Lord Ram himself, right? And then later on we found that Hanumanji identified that this Rama and Lakshmana also were not in their opulent clothes. They were on Vanavas, right? So they are also they are disguised as Brahmanas, right? They are carrying bows and arrows, but they are in the form of Brahmanas. So in that way, Rama and Lakshmana actually tell Hanumanji that they are looking for Sugriva. How did they know about Sugriva? Kabanda, the Rakshasa, whom Lord Ram killed, was a Gandharva. Actually, he told Lord Ram that you go into this place called Kishkinta, wherein you will meet this person called Sugriva, who is actually aggrieved by his brother Vali, right? And you will be able to take help from him, Sugriva, and his entire Vanarasena, and in this way you will be able to find Mother Sita. So in that way, Lord Ram asks for Sugriva to Hanumanji, and Hanumanji introduces Lord Ram to Sugriva, and in this way Sugriva and Lord Ram enter into this deal that you help me fight my brother Vali, who due to a misunderstanding has drove me away from the kingdom, and we will help you find Mother Sita. Right? And Vali, we saw, Vali is so powerful, right? It is said that Vali used to do his morning Gayatri in one river, and he will used to fly to another river to do his afternoon Gayatri, and then to another river for his evening Gayatri. He was so powerful, right? And in this way, we see that Sugriva was so flabbergasted by Vali's power, that what did he do? He actually dared not go before Vali. But now that he's got the strength of Lord Ram's power and influence with him, what is he going to do? He is going to call Vali for a duel. And then let's see what happens now. Okay, there's something wrong with my speaker. So let's see how far it goes, and then I'll log in through my mobile also. So that's where we ended last time. So let's continue with our study of Ramayana, wherein Rama agrees to kill Vali in the duel, and Sugriva goes and challenges Vali to a fight, and let's see what happens in this particular duel. Yeah. Shobha Mataji, please go ahead, read. Rama agreed, and they left for Kishkinda.
Hare Krishna Dandatna Mataji and Prabhu Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Rama agreed that they all left immediately to Kishkinda. Rama told Sugriva to go ahead and challenge Vali to a fight, and he would wait nearby. When Vali came out of the city, Rama would kill him. Sugriva stood outside Kishkinda and began to roar. Vali heard his brother and rushed out to fight. The two monkeys began to tumultuous on and terrible combat that resembled a clash between Mars and Mercury in the heaven. Blinded by anger, they threw blow like thunderbolts at each other, striking with their fists, palms, and feet. They pummeled each other, screaming with fury. Rama watched closely, bow in hand. He could not disguise
Distinguish.
who Okay, he could not distinguish who was who. The two monkey brothers resembled each other closely like the twin Ashwini gods. Rama did not therefore release his arrow for fear of hitting Sugriva. Vali soon got the upper hand and the battered Sugriva ran for his life. He dashed back to the Rishyamukha, closely followed by Vali, who stopped the edge of the forest near to Madanga Hermitage, saying, "Today you are spared." Sugriva lay gasping on the ground as Rama ran up to him. The monkey looked at the prince in surprise. "Why did you not say truthfully that you had no intention of slaying Vali? Look at me now. I have been half killed by the fearful eight. Oh Rama, had I known you were reluctant, I would not have moved from this place." Rama consoled Sugriva, explaining that he was unable to. Mataji, can you raise the screen? Yeah. Unable to distinguish the monkeys from his brother. Their, their features, dress, and ornaments were too similar. He suggested that Sugriva again challenging Vali, but this time wearing some distinctive marks so that Rama could tell one from the other. Lakshmana tied round Sugriva's neck a flowering creeper. Reassured, Sugriva got up and left again for Kishkinda. Lakshmana and Sugriva strode in front, followed by Rama, Hanuman, and other three monkeys. They soon reached the city, and again Sugriva went to the gates. He looked at Rama, still feeling fearful. The beating from Vali had shaken him. Rama and Sugriva anxious expression. He took the monkey by his shoulder and said, "Do not hesitate. Vali will presently roll in the dust, struck down by my arrow. I have never uttered a falsehood, even though I have been in adversity for a long time. Let go your mighty shout. O Sugriva and Vali will quickly proceed to this spot. How can he book a challenge in the presence of women? This shall be his last battle, and indeed his last day on earth." Sugriva accepted Rama's firm assurance, while the two princes remained concealed in a clump of bushes. He again began to shout out his challenge. His roar rent the air pitilessly. Animals fled confused in all directions like women assailed by wicked men due to the failure of leaders to protect them. Birds dropped from the sky like gods whose pious merits have been exhausted. As Sugriva emitted his fierce cry, he sounded like the ocean lashed by a gale. Vali was in his inner chamber with his wives. Hearing Sugriva's challenge, he sat up in surprise. How had his brother returned so soon? Was he not satisfied with one thrashing? Can you raise the screen, Mataji? This time there would be no escape for the arrogant monkey. Vali was seized with fury. His limbs trembled and his eye turned crimson. Grinding his teeth, he leaped from his bed and ran towards the door. His wife Tara, seeing him about to go out, ran to him and held him up. He, her womanly intuition told her something was wrong. She spoke fearfully. My lord, shake off this anger. Do not enter another combat with Sugriva. Although you are more powerful than your brother, I nevertheless feel misgiving. How, how has Sugriva become so fearless even though he was only just beaten by you? Why does he now stand there roaring like a monsoon cloud? Surely he has found a powerful ally. Vali stopped and looked at his beautiful wife. She told him that she had heard how Sugriva had formed a friendship with two princes from Ayodhya. Tara described the power and glories of Rama, which she had heard described by Angada, Vali's son. Rama was unassailable in battle and capable of crushing vast armies. He was the supreme resort for the afflicted and had given an assurance of safety to Sugriva. The Vanara queen begged her husband not to go out and fight. Instead, he had welcomed Sugriva and installed him as the prince regent. We both thank you, Mataji. Can ask someone to read first. Mataji, you're mute, Mataji. Not heard. We can't hear your voice.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Mataji, we can
Krishna,
hear you.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'm just using the thing from the what do you call from the mobile so that I can use the volume. I just something is wrong with the speaker now. All right. So this is very interesting. Actually, the Acharyas explain why did Lord Ram not distinguish between Sugriva and Vali? These are supreme personality of Godhead. Just because they two people are alike, even the mother is able to distinguish, isn't it? In my daughter's class, there were two boys, who were twins. Even the close friends and even the girls could identify who are the twin boys in the class. One was named Gaurang, one was named Nityanand, right? So even the girls could identify who's Gaurang and who's Nityanand, right? And this is Lord Ram, who's the supreme personality of Godhead. And it's unbelievable that the Supreme Lord is not able to distinguish between who is Sugriva and who's Vali, right? So the Acharyas explain this very beautifully. The Acharyas say that when Sugriva met, see, first and foremost, when Sugriva met Lord Ram, right? Sugriva, he got two branches cut, and he gave one asan to Lord Ram, and in the other asan he himself sat down. Right? He did not give an asan to Lakshmana. Right? Lord Ram did not like it. Right? Who is Lakshmana? Lakshmana is the supreme personality of servitor Godhead. He is representation of the spiritual master. Right? He is expansion of Balaram, who is the original spiritual master. Right? All of our gurus, Srila Prabhupada and all of our gurus, they are all representatives of that original spiritual master. It's very interesting that we are discussing this today on Guru Purnima, isn't it? It's a mercy of Sri Sitaram Lakshman Hanumanji. So we should understand that yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado yasya prasadanna gati kutopi. If we don't please our guru, we cannot please Krishna. Only if we please our guru can we please Krishna. Right? So that is a very important lesson that we learn from this. But however, Lord Ram is telling Sugriva that, one of you wear a garland, and then I will be able to identify that the person who is wearing the garland is Sugriva, and I will kill the other person. Right? So in this, there is a very important lesson for all of us. Right? Even the Acharyas explain that if Krishna and Guru comes in front of us at the same time, and we're able to offer obeisances only to one person, we should offer obeisances to our Guru. Because if we offer obeisances to our Guru, Krishna will be pleased, more pleased than we offer obeisances to Krishna himself. Right? And secondly, How would we even know about Krishna? It is only because of the mercy of Guru that we know Krishna, isn't it? So in that way we understand that yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado yasya prasadanna gati kutopi. Only if we please our Guru, we can please Krishna. If we don't please our Guru, if we disrespect our Guru, if we do Guru avagya, not following the instructions of the Guru, then we can never please Krishna. So in that way, this is an important lesson for us. And then we see the pastime how Sugriva again goes and invites Vali for a fight after being thrashed by him. Right? He jumps into that Matanga Rishi's mountain, Matanga one, because Vali cannot come there. Otherwise, Sugriva would have been dead. Right? Now, again, Lord Ram says, now you wear the garland, go and call Vali again. And he's like, what happens if you get confused? This time also, Vali will not spare me. I will not be able to run back also. Right? So in this way, Lord Ram assures him that this time definitely things will happen well. Go and call Vali. And very beautifully, Prabhu, Krishna Dharmadas Prabhu, disciple of Prabhupada, is written here very beautifully. This Vali's wife, Tara, right? She is very intelligent, right? If you see the, the Kanyas of the Vedic times, right? We have Mandodari and we have Tara, right? As compared, as good as Sita Devi, Ahalya, etc. Why? Because they had this discrimination, what is right, what is wrong, because they were so well equipped in the scriptures, right? Even Vali and even Ravana, for that reason, they all knew scriptures, but because they were not willing to surrender to the Lord, all their knowledge went in vain. Right? It's not about understanding, it's not about by-hearting verses, it is not about knowing, it is about realizing, and it is about humility and surrender that will actually distinguish, rather than simply by-hearting verses and making a show of the verses that I know and getting name, fame, glory. It will all die with the body. Right? But what is most important? The most important is the humility and surrender to our Guru and Gauranga. So here we see that Tara is advising Vali, do not go. Right? How come the Sugriva, who was battered in the fight very recently, how is he coming back with so much confidence? Vali, you make Sugriva the Prince Regent. Prince Regent means he will just be a second head to Vali. It's not that he's going to make him the king, isn't it? But Vali was not okay. He would not listen to his wife, isn't it? So in that way, Vali will go again out for the battle, and this time Ram will kill Vali, and Vali will tell Lord Ram, as he was about to die. We'll just continue to read now continuously. But the gist is that Vali will tell Lord Ram that you are Maryada Purushottam, you may be the Supreme Lord. How could you kill me from behind a tree? Right? So that was a plan, that Rama would stand behind with the bow and arrow, and he will shoot the arrow on Vali. And that's how Vali dies. So Vali asks Lord Ram, how could you kill me like that? It's not a Kshatriya to do like that, isn't it? For which Lord Ram says, one is you are a monkey, right? So an animal can be killed by the king at any time, right? So I don't have to give you any argument. Second, you are an aggressor. You took the wife of Sugriva, right? Anybody who takes away another person's wife is an aggressor, and he can be killed, and he should be killed immediately. There is no questions to be asked. So in that way, Ram actually kills Vali, and Vali gets the benefit of being killed by Lord Ram. He also has darshan of Lord Ram as he dies. So we can see that even Vali was benefited by being killed by Lord Ram. So all right, so let's continue reading now. Deval Mataji, please continue. Let me share my screen. Okay, so we'll just continue from where Mataji left off. Tara implored her husband from there.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam. Tara implored her husband, I consider Sugriva to be your foremost friend. You need not maintain this animosity. Bring him close with gifts and kind words. Along with Rama, he will prove your greatest ally. O valiant monarch, please do not enter another combat with Sugriva, for I fear it will be your last. Gripped by death, Vali could not accept his wife's wise advice. He reproached her as she stood before him weeping. How can I tolerate this insolence? For a warrior who has never known defeat, broking an insult is worse than death. I am not able to stand the arrogance of the weak Sugriva, much less his role. O timid one, I shall not tarry here longer. Sugriva shall meet his end today. Vali told Tara she need not fear on Rama's account. He knew about the human prince. Rama was devoted to virtue and piety. He would never commit the sin of killing an innocent person, nor could he intervene in the fair fights of others. Vali ordered Tara to stay in that palace. He was going out to face Sugriva and would soon return, having either killed his brother or sent him flying in fear. The queen bowed her head and praying for her husband returned sorrowfully to her rooms. Filled with rage and breathing heavily, Vali rushed out of the city gates. He saw Sugriva standing firm like a mountain, his reddish brown body glowing like fire. Vali tightened his loincloth. Raising his fist, he charged furiously at his brother, shouting, "This iron like fist, hurled at you like a mace, will return after taking your life." Remembering his brother's treatment of him, Sugriva was also worked up with anger. He threw a great punch at the onrushing Vali. The two monkeys clashed together, roaring like maddened bulls. Struck a swinging blow on the chest by Wali's two clenched hands, Sugriva vomited blood and looked like a mountain covered with a cascade of red oxides. He tore up a salary and dashed his brother over the head. Wali shook like a ship tossed in the ocean. He fell upon Sugriva and began pounding him with his knees and fists. The two monkeys fought fiercely, and gradually Wali once more gained the upper hand. Sugriva, with his vanity shattered, began fearfully looking about for Rama. He was sorry, with his vanity shattered, began fearfully looking about for Rama. He saw becoming weaker and weaker. From behind the bush, Rama saw his chance. While he stood over his collapsed brother, his arms upraised, Rama swiftly placed an arrow on his bow, releasing it with a sound resembling a crash of thunder. The arrow sped like a streak of lightning and hit Wali on the breast, sounding like another thunderclap. Wali fell to the ground like a hewn tree, uttering a great cry. He lay unconscious with his body bathed in blood. Although struck by Rama's powerful arrow, the monkey did not die, as he was wearing a gold chain Indra had given him. By Indra's blessing, the chain was capable of preserving the life of whoever wore it. Lying there with his scattered garments and shining ornaments, and the glowing arrow of Rama protruding from his chest, while he looked like a colorful banner, suddenly dropped to the ground. Rama and Lakshman slowly approached the mortally wounded monkey. Vali opened his eyes and looked up at Ram, who was smiling at him. The fallen monkey spoke with difficulty. "You are famous for your truth and virtue, O Ram. How then have you committed such an abominable act? What was my crime that I should be punished in this way? I did not attack you. Indeed, I was engaged in fair combat with another. Why then have you killed me, remaining concealed at a distance?" Vali accused Rama of irreligion, saying that he only posed as a virtuous person. This heinous deed surely proved him to be otherwise. He had lost control of his mind and senses, overcome by desire and swayed by sentiment. Out of friendship for Sugriva, he had abandoned righteousness. Gasping for breath, Vali went on, "I cannot understand why you have acted in this way, O Ram. Why did you have to gain by killing what did you have to gain by killing me, a mere monkey living in the forest on wild fruits? The scriptures condemn the eating of monkey flesh or the using of their skins. There was no reason to slay me. I have done you no harm at all. Surely this act will be condemned by all holy men, and you will go to hell." Vali censured Rama at length, speaking passionately. After some time, he closed his eyes and fell back exhausted. He felt regret. Why had he not listened to Tara? She had tendered him wise advice. By ignoring her, he had reaped the results of his impetuosity. The arrow in his chest burned like fire. Vali was shocked. How could the virtuous Rama have perpetrated such a wild deed? Rama waited for Vali to regain a little strength. When the monkey again opened his eyes, Rama said, "Oh Vali, you clearly do not understand righteousness and religion. This entire earth belongs to the descendants of Manu, having been bequeathed to them by that great deity and speaker of religious codes. Bharata now rules this world, and we, his brothers, are his servants. It is thus our duty to roam the earth, promoting virtue and punishing the wicked. You, O proud monkey, are indeed wicked." Rama then explained to Vali rules of morality. The younger brother should be regarded as one's own son, and his wife as one's daughter in law. Vali, and therefore being guilty of a great sin in punishing the sinless Sugriva and cohabiting with Ruma, Sugriva's wife. The scriptures prescribe death as the punishment for one who has illicit sexual relations with his own daughter or a wife of his younger brother. There was no doubt that Rama's punishing him was just.
Thank you,
Rama
Mataji.
continued
Hare
to
Krishna.
Hare
Sudha
Krishna. Thank you,
Mataji, go
Mataji.
ahead.
Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Yes, go ahead.
Rama continued to address the pain-stricken Vali. "You are now freed from the sinful reaction which would have sent you to hell. A person punished by the king is released from all sins and ascends to the and ascends to and a person sorry,
Punished by the king is released from all sins
punished by the
and
king is
ascends to
released from
heaven.
all sins and ascends to heaven. Out if the king fails to punish a sinner and then he himself incurs the sin. O Vali, you should not grieve, for you have been fortunate to receive the proper punishment, making making you eligible for the higher planets after death. Not did I act wrongly by remaining concealed. Since you are a monkey, this was the appropriate way to kill you. Just as when hunting, the king shoots arrows at animals while hidden from you, so I shot you." Vali could not argue. He had always felt remorseful for the way he had treated Sugriva, but had denied those feelings, remaining fiercely antagonistic towards his brother. Now he had finally received the result. All creatures had to accept the fruits of their own acts alone. No suffering or happiness came other than as a result of one's former acts. Understanding this, Vali accepted Rama's words as true and gave up his anger and grief. With difficulty, he replied, "How can a dwarf argue with a giant? O Rama, you are the best knower of all religious principles. I am justly punished. Please forgive my harsh words spoken earlier out of sorrow and confusion. I have certainly strayed from the path of virtue." Vali feared that after his death, his brother Sugriva would be antagonistic to his son Angada. He begged Rama to establish a friendship between the two monkeys. Rama assured Vali that Sugriva would rule the Vanaras and with righteousness, treating Angada like a younger brother. Vali lost consciousness, his life all but ended. At that moment, Tara ran out of the city crying for her husband. She saw the monkeys, who were Vali's followers, running about in all directions, seized with fear of Rama. Tara stopped some of them and asked them why they were fleeing. "See, there, your mighty husband struck down by Rama's arrows," they replied. "Death in the form of Rama is bearing him away. Leave quickly with us, for soon Sugriva will take over the city and drive us out, assisted by Rama's deadly arrows." Tara looked around and saw Vali lying on the ground. Nearby, Rama leaned on his great bow. With a wail, she ran towards her fallen husband, beating her breast and head. She fell at Vali's feet. The lordly ape resembled a mountain struck down by Indra's thunderbolt. Crying out, "My lord!" she rolled about in agony. Angada also came there and dropped to the ground at his father's feet, overwhelmed with grief. Tara
Thank you,
lamented loudly.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Mataji, we'll ask Chandra Rekha Mataji to please continue reading.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Tara lamented loudly. "Get up. Oh, tiger among monkeys. Why do you not greet me? Come with me now and lay upon your coach." It's shaking, Mataji, the screen.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, why do you
yes.
not greet me? Come with me now and lay upon your excellent couch. The bare ground is
Yes.
no place for a
Yes,
king
yes,
to lay.
yes, Mataji, I will go ahead. Alas, it is obvious that the earth is more dear to you than myself, for you lie there embracing her with your outstretched arms. What shall I do? Where shall I go? I'm lost. Crying like a female
Osprey.
Female osprey, the intelligent Tara thought how how her husband had banished Sugriva and stolen his wife. One second, Mataji, what is happening now? Just
okay, no problem, Mataji. We'll ask Rajneesh Prabhu. You can continue later. Next. Yes, go ahead, Rajneesh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Surely this was the fruit of those sinful deeds.
Surely this was the fruit of those sinful deeds. How could she live now as a widow under the care of Sugriva, Vali's enemy? What would happen now to her dear son Angad? Tara held Vali's feet, who still lay unconscious and was barely breathing. Hanuman gently confronted Tara. "This is the sure end of everybody, O gentle lady. All of us should reap the results of our own deeds only, good or bad. As such, we gain nothing and do nothing for others by lamenting." Vali then reached the end of his allotted lifespan and will now rise to the higher regions. Don't grieve. Tara cried out in pain. She had no desire to live without Vali. Laying next to her husband, she determined to fast until death, following the path taken by Vali. As Tara sobbed, Vali opened his eyes and looked slowly about. Seeing Sugriva, he spoke to him affectionately. "Oh brother, please forgive me. evil acts against you. Destiny did not decree that we should share happiness together, except now the rulership of the monkeys. I shall soon depart for Yamraj's abode. Vali asked his brother to be kind to Angad. Vali asked his brother to be kind to Angad. He also asked that Sugriva carefully protect Tara, always seeking her advice on important matters. Rama's order should be closely followed, and Sugriva should always seek to please him. Sugriva, feeling despondent, nodded in assent to Vali's instructions. Vali then took off his celestial gold chain and gave it to Sugriva. Turning to Angad, he said in whisper, "Dear son, I shall now depart from this world. Devoted to remain ever devoted to Sugriva's service, seeing him as you do myself."
Thank you, Prabhu.
With
Hare
his
Krishna.
eyes,
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Chandra Rekha Mataji, please can you continue? I will read now. With his eyes rolling in pain and his teeth exposed, Vali gave up his life. His head fell to the side as his last breath gasped out. A great howl of sorrow went up from the many monkeys who stood surrounding Vali. Alas, our Lord is gone. Who will protect us now? Who will equal Vali in strength and splendor? Taranangada embraced Vali's body, wailing loudly. Sugriva was filled with remorse. He went before Rama and said, I am a wretch who's caused the death of my own brother. Although he was always capable, my brother never killed me. But at the first opportunity, I've had him slain. How can I take the kingdom now, stained as it is with Vali's blood? How can I tolerate seeing Tara and Angada weeping bitterly on my account? Sugriva became overwhelmed by his feelings. He felt sure he would reap the terrible results of the sin of fratricide. Fratricide means the sin of killing one's own brother, and indeed the killing of a king. While he was noble and had ruled the monkeys with justice and compassion, having killed him, Sugriva was not fit to himself become a monarch. Everyone would simply condemn him. His only recourse was to enter fire along with the body of his brother. Sugriva begged Rama's permission to give up his life. The other monkeys could assist Rama in finding Sita. So here we'll end today. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow I will let you know whether we'll have the session tomorrow, or otherwise we will continue directly on Monday, wherein we will meet at 1:15 p.m. This is going to be our new time. This is the Zoom ID of His Grace Achintya Gopinath Prabhu. So this will be our new time that Prabhuji has allocated the Zoom ID for us. So 1:15 p.m. Indian Standard Time, Monday, Tuesday, we will do Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll start with the 8th chapter, the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Next Wednesday, we will continue with Ramayana. At the same time, 1:15 p.m. Indian Standard Time, as we continue with Ramayana. So tomorrow we will not have our afternoon session, but we'll meet at 4:30 a.m. Wherein we will start with the Shikshashtakam prayers, and then we go on the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra until about 7:30 a.m. And then we'll meet again at 1:15 p.m. Indian Standard Time as we continue with the study of Ramayana, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Ramayana ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram. सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतिता पावन सीताराम जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद गुरुदेव नीता गौर हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल नीताय गौर हरि बोल। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद रामायण की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल, हरे कृष्णा। So we have Rajeshwari Mataji, Chitra Subramania Mataji, Rajneesh Prabhu, Shobha Mataji, Deval Mataji, Sarva Gopeshwari Mataji. All right. Thank you so much. devotees, for adjusting your schedule and joining at the right time. I'm so grateful to all of you that we're able to study these scriptures together and grow in our Krishna consciousness together. Dandavat pranam, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande.